Hi guys, welcome to the channel and welcome to the update video of my LC900 or XSR 900, whatever you'd like to call it. But I've not had that much chance to ride it since we got back from our big Spain tour. I've done a measly 770 miles. It's not really great. It's had its first service, so it's all good and ready to go, but we just need some decent weather, which we've not had. So, but what I'm going to do today is show you around a little bit closer to some of the modifications that Velocity Moto do to the bike to turn it from a standard XSR 900 into what you see here. So if camera lady would like to come forward, I'll show you here. Basically the front end's all been changed. The clock was bolted to there, is now set in its own housing, and the housing is made by Velocity Moto, and within that housing you've got the shift lights, which are triggered off the ignition circuit, starts coming up there, and they get more intense until you get to the red line where you've got the red one flashing in the centre there, just to encourage you to change before the rev limiter kicks in. But the other thing you see here is what looks like the rev counter. The actual rev counter, you can probably see closely, is still in the original housing there, and it's not a rev counter. And if camera lady can just hold the camera again for me, I'll show you. Within this housing, it's a little bit awkward to get out, but it's a quarter turn left, and within there's a button at the back, look. Press that button and you turn it, put it back in. You've got a TomTom Vio, which is a basic TomTom sat-nav that links up to your smartphone. All you need to do is pair the two together, your smartphone in your pocket, and that gives you turn-by-turn guidance, which is really handy. Quite clever, and quite a clever use of the front of the bike, I think, to give you your 2-clock setup that the original 350LC would have had. So I'll just turn the ignition back off so I don't flap my battery, and I'll give you a walk round to show you how neatly that's all fastened on. That nose cowl is all done by Velocity Moto. The indicator mounts there. Really neatly done, in my opinion anyway. I know I'm a bit biased because I've bought this bike. A beautiful fit and finish, and it certainly looks professionally done in my opinion. So that's the main first item that Velocity have done. Obviously the other big item that stands out is the beautiful paint job, and they've done that for me as well. I sent them the original bike. They've done all the painting and all the modifications. You can get the kit sent out to you, and certainly if you live in, Australia, New Zealand, or another part of the world, and you want to have a bike that looks like this, he will box them all up, all the parts that you need, and post them out to you. You just need to find somebody good to do the painting and graphics. I do think Velocity have done a fabulous job of the graphic, and that paint looks better than the original black paint, because this bike was painted black. They've painted this top plate for me as well, and you can get that in carbon as well as in standard, but I liked it all the same colour. Done a terrific job there. The next item, obviously following on from the front, you've got the side panels here, and I'll show you how they fit on. Very simple. 3 push-in grommets. It's fiberglass, that item, but again beautifully painted, beautifully made, and it so fits the bike. I mean, there originally there was the drill metal plate items that which I've got in a box over there, which I'll show you in a minute. But very simple, beautifully done, and obviously nothing on the bike has been cut to allow that to fit. All those fixing points are picked up on existing mountings. The other item, main item, that transforms the look of the bike is this rear end, which looks really very much like the original RD350 rear end. I don't know if you can see underneath, look. What I'll do, I'll get the key and let you have a look inside. It's a little bit awkward because this is still the standard place that Yamaha decide to put the key to get the seat off. That's it. More about the seat in a minute. But I don't know if you can see in here, look. All this unit is new and comes with the Velocity Moto kit. Even the light plugs into the existing Yamaha circuit. No wires have been cut. It's just a different tail light. Plugs straight into the Yamaha loom. No metalwork has been cut. Just done beautifully so it doesn't affect the Yamaha warranty. So also it gives you extra space to store stuff. So get your lunch packed in there if you wanted to. Obviously, with the bike being extended further back, the seat goes further back, and that item there has been added into the seat. It's got a new seat cover, but the bulk of the bottom of the seat is still the original seat pan. So if you did want to put this bike back to standard, very easily done. But do you not think it's a seamless finish to that seat as far as I'm concerned? Absolutely brilliant job. I'll show you the old seat cover. Still got it if I need to put it back to standard. And the seat cover went around there, and you can see how much longer that seat is compared to what the stock item was. So it came to about there. So the back of the bike is just longer. As for how I've got on with the bike, I mean, it's a great bike to ride. Good fun, handles really well. I think it's actually sharper turning than the MT10 I've got. Turns quicker. I mean, it's obviously not got the overall grunt the MT10's got, but that's probably got another 40 horsepower on top of this. I mean, that's got the CP4 motor in it. It's got a CP3 motor in it, triple. And I've not had any performance upgrades done by Velocity. Still got the standard exhaust system. And I quite like the look of the exhaust, but it is just a stock system, and it's not particularly loud. But the problem with this stock system, you could probably see here, the outlet pipe is just welded on. It's part of the cat, so you can't even put a slip-on on these. So it's changed the whole system or nothing really. I mean, I guess if you could get your hands on a second-hand system and gut the cat out, it'd be possible. But at the moment, the bike is completely stock, apart from the cosmetic modifications these guys have done. The thing I really don't like about the bike is the tyres that came with it, and the tyres are these Bridgestone S20 Battle Axe. I think they're an old tyre, to be honest with you, and this is an old stock bike. That's why I got it cheap from the Yamaha dealer. They'd had it a while. I think it's a 2016, 2017 model that they've had around for a while. So came with these tyres. The tyres are I mean, they're okay, I suppose, but you compare them to a real modern tyre like I've got on a sports touring tyre that I've got on the MT10, which is the Road 5. These are a nightmare, and in the damp they're horrible, truly horrible. I mean, they're just squirming around, and they give you no sense of security. So if I do get a chance, I'm going to change them. But overall, the rest of the bike, it's a fun bike to ride, and it's going to be a reliable bike to ride. I've got a warranty, and maybe I've spent a little bit more than I would have done if I'd have bought a completely sorted, redone RD350. But I'm not sure if I'd have spent all that money on a perfect 350, whether I'd have wanted to ride it. And I do want to ride this, so I mean, I've got an affection for two-strokes, there's no doubt about it, but for me, this job that Velocity have done to an XSR 900 is terrific, especially for guys my age who've got a lot of nostalgia for the original bikes. I love it. But I'll just hand you back to my camera woman. I'll show you the bits that you're left with when Velocity have done the work, other than the seat cover. You've got the original tail end, that's part of it. That horrible rear light that looked like you'd kick it off every time you get on. Does anybody with an XSR really like that tail light? I was never keen on it. And I want to appear just in there with the camera, but it's just the bracketry for the headlight, the pieces of metal that used to cover up where the LC900 side pods are now. A few other little bits and bobs, but everything you need to basically put this bike back to standard. So if I wanted to sell it as a standard bike, I could do, but I don't know why. I mean, I'm completely in love with the way it looks now, and I intend to keep it looking like that. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed having a closer look at the bike. If you are interested in one of these, if you look on Velocity Moto's website, they'll give you details there of how you go about getting one. You can get them from them direct. You can buy the original stock bike, send it down to them, they'll convert it. Or there's quite a few Yamaha dealers, and they'll tell you which Yamaha dealers are stocking these bikes, but there's quite a few Yam dealers deciding to stock the completed bike, which I think is great for Velocity. But as far as I'm concerned, you can buy with confidence. They do a great job of the conversion. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Catch you on the next video. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.